want to have this conversation with you, progress seekers, because that's who I address on this platform. And I address progress seekers of all times. But I want to talk generalities today, you know, for you to be a progress seeker, for you to be able to make the progress that most of us dream who fit this category. You need to be able to understand what needs to happen very simply. You cannot confuse anything. Many of us come here expecting to have to be the most intelligent. No, you don't have to be. We expect to be people with enough money. No, you don't have to be. I've seen people start businesses. I've started businesses and walk through, and sometimes people will look at what I have done with my businesses and think that I had some large sums of money. I have not. I have not. The machines that you see in my workroom, they were not bought overnight. They were bought consistently, strategically, but over time. You don't need to have all the answers. No, you don't. The answers will fall in place as you go through. That's the real secret that those who get going know that the rest of us don't know. Your fears will tell you that you don't have enough money to have a whole office. You don't need an office to run a business. I can tell you, I have run a business having offices, and I have run businesses now with no offices. I have run 100% virtual businesses, and I dare say that some of my virtual businesses have outperformed my brick and mortar business completely. You don't even need to understand all of it. You will understand as you go along. You just need to apply a very simple method. And when you see this, people think that you need to have a whole blueprint. Step 1, do this. No, step 1, dream of something. Step 2, do some basic research. Step 3, start executing some of the strategies you find on your research. That's simple. Step 4, as the strategies work, do more of what is working. As the strategies fail, do less of what is failing, and replace what is failing with improved methods. That's it. That's it. That's how to make progress. Come up with inspiration, of course. Something's got to give you an idea. When you get the inspiration, get straight on to wherever you go to get research done. I don't even care which of these things you go to. Find a language model. Find a language model. Let it do the work for you. Go to an app, if that's the thing. If you are still traditional, find somebody. Go and sit on good old Google. You will find out a lot of information. Don't spend too long in that phase. What you need is a list of some strategies. That's all you need. Again, a lot of us get into this phase and we get stuck here. Then we allow the perfectionism, which is driven by fear. It is your fear which makes you think you've got to be perfect before you get out there. I cannot sit in a camera until I've got makeup. You will only spend 2 minutes in the camera. How long have you got in a day to make yourself up before you sit in the camera? Those of us who realize that we couldn't do that, and we're not afraid to turn the camera on facing a kolokolo face. I have how many thousand videos on Facebook I discovered. On Facebook alone, I have thousands of videos. Thousands of videos. If I was sitting in a studio to produce, it would not happen. It would not have happened. Yeah. Oh yeah. Essie, how you doing? Those who know that your research has just got to give you a few things to go and try. That's the trick. You just need to know, okay, I am going to start a hair business. Yeah, there are 5 possible hairs that we could sell. Get those 5 possible hairs and put them on the market and see which one is selling. Don't stock your whole house with it. Buy just a few. If it's possible, use a drop shipping model. When you find that hair 1 is selling more than hair 2, then probably more of your money and more of your effort should be sunk in hair 2, the one which is performing better. Sometimes hair 2 will start performing better, and then as time goes on, the game will change. So if the game changes, guess what? You change too. When the game changes, you change. You cannot be static. You've got to be dynamic. That's the reason why most of us don't get started. You want to start a business. Well, I need a website. I need an app. I need a da. I need a da. I have to get a secretary. I have to do. You will never start a business that way. You will never start a business. Start it when you are the secretary. You are the furniture. You are all those things. Start it. When something works and you get a little bit of money flowing in, then get help. Get help. These days, it is possible for you to use subsidiary systems and behave as if you have a website when you don't. A lot of these payment gateways will even let you build landing pages. I kid you not. Yeah. You can do well with a landing page or two. A few aggregated landing pages will finally become a website. You do not have to have an app before you can run. I have run my businesses all these years and without a dedicated app. Yeah. Oh yeah. Try this, try that, and if it's not working, change this, change that. That's the key thing. Yeah, Jamil, how are you doing? You must be dynamic. You cannot be static. A lot of us want to have a blueprint. You want a static blueprint. You want to be given this. I want to start a business. Tell me step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 what I have to do. And if they do it for 5 seconds and it doesn't get this, who is this idiot? I'm sorry. This lunatic just flew by me in a tunnel and he's going nowhere too. You cannot expect to get static blueprints that it is proven and you don't have to do anything to it. Michael, wow. Long time is an understatement. Hello, bro. How you doing? You need to find me and update me with what has been going on. I've missed you. Good to see you. Yeah. You cannot be static. Some of you, since I started my first business on this Facebook, have been researching, trying to do business. There's a lady who contacted me this week with something she has been discussing with me since 2019. And in the end, I said to her, you will never set this business up at this rate. And she's like, what do you mean? Well, it's 6 years, going on 7, since you and I started talking about this. This business model is dead. People who were going to make money from it have already made it. And it's moved on. Right now, the game is with AI. If anybody wants a free gift of what you should do as your business model, you should be capitalizing on AI. That is what is up. AI is still new, so we have low-hanging fruits. You can teach people basics in AI. You can set up little things in AI, and you can make money out of it. You can make good money with AI still. Even the AI models are changing. In another 2 years, everybody will know ChatGPT. I remember last year, a lot of people were teaching many people how to prompt, and prompt engineering became a very viable thing. Right now, the AIs are teaching themselves how to prompt. So you can go to the very AI and ask it, how can I prompt you to do this for me? And it will give you a prompt. Tell me to do this, that, and it will prompt. So now prompt engineering is no longer even viable. Already with AI, the game is changing. At first, I bought a list of prompts from people. They wrote the prompts and you got the prompts and then you put it in the AI and then the AI gave you what you were looking for. Now we all know how to prompt. You can go to the AI and ask the AI to help you to write a prompt for that same AI. Prompt engineering is no longer as viable as it was before. So even within the AI domain, things are already moving. And you want to wait until 5 years from now when you have perfected your perfect AI business. Who will still be waiting to buy your AI? Yeah, my dear. Nobody will be buying that AI from you. We would have moved on to something else. Actually, I found something. I think some of the AI models are now moving away from calling themselves AI to something else already, because they can do other things. They are a little bit more intuitive. Yes, honey. Now that I've told you that AI is the place to be, if you want, tomorrow you should be executing on something. Tonight you should be sitting on Google to go and find out. Amma says new business model is AI. What are the AI business models? You may find 2 or 3 AI business. Start with one fast. Balkisu, start with one. Don't sit and wait. As soon as you find the name of that AI model, you better start executing it. You will not have a full blueprint. You don't need it. You don't need a perfect schedule. You do not need it. All you need is a little bit of information and a willingness to go with the action research model. Yeah, Frida, how you doing? Action research. You act, you gather information about the action, you refine, you improve, and then you act some. Hey, Comfort. Today I am seeing some of my old faithfuls. Comfort, you need to come and also touch base with me. You and I have been talking about a lot of businesses. You are one of those people I need to get an update on. Tell me that some of the things that we talked about are now executed, and you have got information and you are moving on to new things also. Augustine, go and start. When you hear the name of a model, don't get a perfect blueprint. Start with the basic information you have and be prepared to do an action research. You act, it doesn't work, try something else. You change it, it works better, continue to change it that way. Keep working, that is how you will get a blueprint. A lot of you want to finalize blueprints. Blueprints are created from action research. Repeat after me. Blueprints, even the ones you want to buy from people, they are created from research. Yeah, that's it. Those who are willing to research, they will find out things and they will sell it to those of you who are lazy and don't want to do it. I'm selling the master blueprints. Yeah, they are usually the people who were brave enough to put themselves out there to try new things, and then as they try new things, they get information on what works and they sell it to you as a blueprint. Usually the thing you are even going to buy as a blueprint is a good starting point, but it still requires further modification. So people will come to you, I went and bought a blueprint, it doesn't work. It's not that the blueprint doesn't work, but the environment is dynamic, and so your interventions must be dynamic. You cannot be static. You cannot be static. Dahlia, how you doing? You must be dynamic. Repeat after me. You must be dynamic in all your doings. Do not be static. The environment is dynamic. To thrive in it, you must be dynamic. You must be similar to where you are. If your environment is moving fast and you stand still, you will roll back. Even whilst you are moving slowly, if the environment moves faster than you, you will be left behind. You must at least move at the same speed as the environment in order to remain where you were. That's scary. You must move at the same speed with your environment. If you have a dynamic environment, you must move at the same speed as the environment in order to remain where you were. Moving at the same speed as the environment will not even get you further, you know. It will keep you where you were. You will be stagnating. And in a lot of these things, to stagnate is to move backwards. So the only option you have is to move faster than your dynamic environment. In order to move faster than your dynamic environment, as I've said repeatedly in these conversations, one, you will have to be aware of what is happening in the environment. Two, you will have to be open to research. Why is this happening? Where is this going? What are the smart people doing with this information? You want to know. Smart people are starting businesses. When we got onto content creation, it took people so long before they realized content creation is a thing. By the time people jumped in, a lot of us were monetized and we're going. Now that the game is almost done, is when people are jumping in. Sister Jacqueline, how you doing? Please find me. I need an update from you. Yeah. Hey, the horse died a few years ago. This is not. Listen, we are no longer doing just content creation for the sake of content creation. Content creation is just the attraction at the top of our funnels. You must have other things underneath the content creation within your funnel in order for you to survive. My page was blocked and I'm not eating because you never got smart. The game changed. Content creation alone was not smart. You needed a funnel. Those who are smart are building ecosystems away from these platforms. We are building communities, live communities. We are building influence. That's the game. It's not about popularity. There are so many old musicians and old actors and people like that who are as broke as right now. They have big names, empty bank accounts, because it's not about popularity. It's not about being known at a time. It's about sustaining. And yesterday I mentioned the Rihanna thing. Rihanna has been one of the most strategic. She came to music, got a lot of attention with music, and very quickly figured out that the music alone was not. How many times can you bang new tunes? You can't. But makeup, oh, people will be making up. When they are sick of powder, you get cream. When they are sick of cream, you get mousse. When they are tired of mousse, when they are tired of mousse, you get mask. By starting a model like makeup, she's put herself in contention for business almost for life. That Fenty brand, she can pass on to her children and her children's grandchildren. That is what you do. The music for Rihanna was top of funnel. Right now, she's busy making babies, but she's doing good business. I'm sure if you ask Rihanna, she makes more money from her makeup brand than she did with her music. Whenever her makeup is not selling, she just needs to turn up and shake her nyash 5 minutes. Most of it, she comes pregnant. It doesn't matter. You people will be very keen to discuss it anyway. The social platforms will be talking. Is she getting divorced? That is a whole advertisement campaign. Yeah? Is she still married? Oh my God. She's a mother of 5. She's pregnant every week. Yes. You are her marketing channel. And every time you bring traffic to her channels, they launch something else. Yeah, that's what the smart people are doing. That's what people who understand how dynamic environments operate. Those of you have been a content creator for 10 years and all you do is create videos on platforms and you have nothing else. You never understood the game. Anyway, look, I've arrived at work. Let me go and work. When I'm done, we will interact some more, okay? Have a good day.